the girls that have come in, like, we have full faith. We have like fully dove in and bought into everything that she has taught us. And when you have that trust within a team, things just kind of flow, and we've got that flow. And obviously there are going to be things that we need to work out and kinks here and there, but to have the flow this early is good.
Does it help for you to have played with Abby before?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, anytime you played with a player, it's always just like, it just feels like second nature to like get back in there with them. But also I've been in the league so long that I've played against these players for so long that I kind of know their style of play. So now getting to play alongside of them, I already kind of know their tendencies. So that's kind of nice as well.
Yeah, good.
What does it mean to you as a Kentucky native, someone who grew up playing soccer in Kentucky, to play for a Kentucky team in Kentucky?
I don't even know how to really describe it. It's an emotional feeling. Just like kind of talking about it makes me emotional, just because every little girl's dream here is to grow up and play professional soccer if you're playing soccer in the state. And I think for so long, the state has been overlooked with women's soccer. And so to finally be able to come back and show all the little girls that grew up here that it is possible to live out their dreams is so cool.
Arin, what have you noticed through preseason and training about this group, and what excites you about the potential of it this season?
We're gritty. I love that we're gritty. We get stuck in tackles, might be a few fouls here and there, but like, we're going to set the tone of the game. And I love a team that sets the tone. They don't let other people dictate the play. And that's what this team does. So I think that's what's most exciting. We're not going to bend for other teams. We're going to make them bend for us.
Is that an emphasis of Bev's and her approach? That you
Yeah.
kind of reflect that?
Yeah, a little bit. And also like, I think it's a little bit of the personality of all the players we have here. Like we have kind of melded together a bunch of players that have very similar styles of play. And that's something that's just in all of our DNA, and it's all come together, and it's now a part of this club.
You've been in the league a long time, and rookies, it's a big curve to try and adjust, but your teammates been impressed with Raylan and Emma. As someone who's seen plenty of people come to the league, do they look like rookies to you?
No, I think they've done such a good, I think their first few games, they were like, wow, this is fast. Is this what we're gonna like expect? And I'm like, expect more. And they've kind of rose to that occasion. They've done great in every scrimmage. They've gotten better. They're like sponges. They're soaking everything in and just getting better and better in every practice. And to be honest, in my 10 years here, I have not seen rookies come in as confident and clean on the ball as they have.
You've been through a lot of opening matches. Is that a particularly tough challenge due to the fact you don't have a whole lot of film on your opponent, or is that something you just have to roll with?
Yeah, it's hard when you don't, but honestly, you got to take the first game as who's more excited to be out there and playing their first game this season. Who's got, like, even if you don't have film, you have film on them from their previous year, and they're not going to be so much different. And honestly, just focus on yourself. If you can focus on yourself and do the best that you can and be better than the other team, it doesn't matter about the film you have.
Do you like opening it at home versus the road? Is there any big difference there?
Honestly, no. First game's the first game. But for me personally, since it's Kentucky and it's a home opener, that completely changes the game.
How many people you got coming in?
I'm not really sure. I just kind of stopped counting. My uncle is funny. My uncle DM'd me on Instagram because he moved to Florida recently, and he was like, "Yeah, we're coming to the game." I go, "Wait, what? You guys didn't even tell me?" They're like, "No, we were just going to come in and surprise you." So like, there's a ton of people. I've got friends that live in the area. I've got friends driving up from Lexington. All my family in the area. So there'll be a lot of people. I can't keep count.
So there's a pretty decent caravan from Jessamine County.
Jessamine County, Garrett County, like, I mean, there might be some other counties I don't even know.
Another question on Zoom from Rich. You'd be a good person to talk to about this. Is there a feeling from the entirety of the league in itself, maybe of a different vibe this year with some of the big signings? You've got new teams, new coaches. Does it feel different this year entering the season?
For our team specifically,
Just in
or
general,
throughout the year?
so.
Yeah, I think honestly, when you look around the NWSL, like every team is good. There's not going to be a game. There used to be back 10 years ago where there would be a game where you're like, oh, maybe this might not be as tough as a game. That is not the case this year. You have to be tuned in, locked in for every single game. And that's fun for us players to like go in knowing everything is going to be a fight. So I think that's the biggest change. Yeah.
Anything else?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.